into the studio. And Marcus, well, it has finally happened. We've lost a game here at Latimer Park.
Well, they say a good run and bad run must come to an end. It's a shame it weren't their run that came to an end.
Your views on that game, Marcus? 2-0 down. Did you think we deserved to be 2-0 down? Two mistakes, really, that cost us?
Well, it's all about putting the ball in the back of the net, isn't it? It was quite a tight game. I felt they dictated play a lot more than what we did throughout the game. Were they 2 goals to the better? I don't think so. I think just prior to their second, we've put numerous balls into the box and some either fantastic defending, goalkeeping, or just not clinical enough. Cost us. We're adamant he's not offside.
But we'll show you that in a few moments.
We believe he's played the ball back. And you know, I think at the end of the day, you know, the higher you go, the smaller the margins. You've seen 2 very good sides there competing, and it was the small margins. And unfortunately, 2 of the incidences have fell out of our hands. But you know, we'll bounce back. We showed a lot of endeavour. I felt second half it was all us. They were just hitting us on the counter, which you would expect. I did fancy us getting the second. I think just that third probably just killed the momentum. I you know, goals just totally changed things. And
let's look at the first one, Marcus. This is the first one on 6 minutes. It was Elliot Richards.
Well, yeah, I think you've just missed the bit that's put us under pressure. That's a great ball by their boy, to be fair.
On Mott at the back post, though, wasn't he? Really?
Yeah, but you got to remember, everyone's sort of scuttling over because unfortunately Ben's been caught in possession, and now they're countered. So everyone's got to come over. So someone somewhere will be free, and yeah, everyone's coming across, and he's going to be available. So he's took that goal reasonably well. No, just Ben, just there getting caught. We've been working on him and talking to him about he sometimes trying to set himself up perfectly, and at this level you get a lot of players who chase and block things down, and he's just got to do it either a lot more quicker, or he's just got to do it first time. And there's certainly the ball that was laid back to him, he could have done that first time.
And then we had the one that you want to see again you want to see it the first time, is the offside decision with Aaron's goal. We thought it was a good goal from our angle.
Yeah, we've closed that down where.
What do you think on that? I think there's a player behind him. Good work here, though, isn't it, from Richards?
He's onside.
Yeah.
And you know, look, at the end of the day, everyone's out there to do a job. Everyone is trying to do things right. The higher you go, the more the competitive the game. It comes down to margins and moments. 1-1. We're now asking questions a bit more of Hereford. They probably wouldn't be as comfortable. You know, they'd be a little bit wary of knowing what we're able to do. I mean, for me there, it looks like he's on the 6-yard box, and Aaron's coming on to the 6-yard box, and he's played the ball back as well, has he not? He certainly,
yeah,
if anything, he's sort of.
It's the 5 that's playing him on side.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's frustrating. And then I think it was an error at the back.
Yeah, the second goal left Paul White completely stranded. Marcus, you can see this. The bounce is horrendous though for Toseland Hill at Boeing, and
yeah, Paul's got not much of a chance there. He's just spun over Muller. I think he's caught Gary out. It's done him a bit. The lad coming across him, probably Gary's not flat-footed there, which is a bit, you know, should have been side on. Yeah, the lads took it well. Paul couldn't do much about that.
Then we get back into the game in the second half with Aaron O'Connor scoring a great finish, and really thought here, Marcus, that we would go on and
yeah, I think so. With it.
Oh, we've had an interesting one there. We've had all the stats come up.
You know, I felt you could tell. I mean, we've literally through literally every attacking option we've got out there. in various positions to grind and work things down. I felt.
Prior to that, we had one off the line headed, didn't we?
Well, we had 2 goal line clearances. We've had the keeper make a good save off Azza, let alone 3 opportunities in the first half. I think we've done a pretty much good account of ourselves. They've defended extremely well. They've had a bit of the ball break for them, which you earn that. You give them credit, and Aaron's kept his ratio up, and that's why you keep him on, even though sometimes he's not having much joy. You just think, well, he only needs a few opportunities. And
the writings though seem to be on the wall when Brett was sent off as the last big challenge, wasn't it? We haven't got that to show at this particular.
Well, the lad's clean through, isn't he? And he's
took one for the lads.
He's took the players done very well in terms of getting across Brett's line. Brett has probably he's took one for the team. I just hope that doesn't. I don't know when that will kick in.
This 500 appearance are going to be a bit sort
he's
of.
Got two more. He'll get 1 suspension for that, won't he? So that will probably kick in for Boxing Day. So we'll look into that.
Basingstoke away then could be his 500th game. How delightful that would be.
Well, no, because if he plays Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Kings Lynn would be his 500th, wouldn't it?
And then
what's he on? He's got 2 more to play, right?
Yeah. He's on 4-9-8. Yeah.
He plays. If he's suspended for St. Leots, then it could be still Kings Lynn.
So then it became 3-1 and game, set and match really for.
Whitey's come in absolutely really
what
adamant. Well, he's saying that, and even we got Callan doing a cool down the bottom. He's saying the lad's gone out of play by 2 yards. So I don't know what the ref's looking at. He's obviously not getting close enough. He's adamant, and the way he's reacting, I mean, he must be really annoyed that no one's sort of following up and helping him. From that's a great save, and it's just that'd be very frustrating for him from that save. But the boys are adamant. He's took that out of play, and I don't know. I felt I look into the certainly my players' eyes. I look into their players' eyes, and I see the officials' eyes, and I seen 2 very dazed, wary, stressed out people, and I don't get why. Just go out and enjoy yourself, and he didn't look like he was enjoying himself, and the linesman has had 2 big decisions to make, really, has he? Can he not see if that's out of play? Is the referee at a better angle?
Referee's close to play, isn't he, on that?
He should see that. But I don't know.
Well, that was
that
was the end of the game effectively there. We couldn't really get back into it, and at 3-1, I suppose is about right if we're looking at it. I suppose.
No, I don't think so.
No?
Whatever saves has Paul made.
He did a couple, hasn't he? He had a few flaps and things, I think.
No different to their keeper.
Probably so.
We've had 2 goal line clearances. The keeper's pulled it around the post. The first half, certainly in between their 2 goals. So I'd say that was certainly 3-1 probably flattered them. We probably didn't look as in control as what they did. I think that was probably the
shows the strength
difference.
and depth of players they have. You said.
But we pretty much played the team that they played against. I think all but 1 player played against Fleetwood, which I kind of preempted.
You said to me on Saturday they got about 34 players to choose from.
They're setting themselves up, and they got the resources. They got the backing with what they got set up. At times in the game we showed a little bit wanting, but then saying that though, we put them on their heels, and we certainly I think we warranted more than the 1 goal that we've scored. I don't think there was much difference there.
Well, not long to bounce back. We've got Dunstable here on Saturday. We're going to need to get back into winning ways again. It's a start now, isn't it? It's been about a year or so almost without a defeat in the league. So.
What's that? That's 48 and 23. So we repeat that again. That's 96. So
on target.
We're in the mix.
Dunstable, how do you think you'll fare against Dunstable? With they're not resurgent, are they? But they're at the bottom. It's a different mindset for.
We're concentrating on this. We just got to bounce back, get back to what we're good at. Making this a fortress, learn from the mistakes and why and how and what we can do, and just make sure that it's not negative. 3 losses this season in the league.
We're still 15 points ahead of where we were last season.
And pretty much the same from the season before. So I think our little 2.2 average, I think we're now probably just like 2 short of that. So yeah, we need to certainly now have a good run in the next 3 games. But yeah, if we can match the next 23 games as we've done now, then that's 96 points. If we're not in the mix at 96 points, then someone's really run away with it, or a whole cluster of teams have run away with it, and we'd be very unfortunate not to be in the playoffs. And don't get me wrong, the target's not the playoffs. We want a better 96 points. And there's plenty of water under the bridge to go. I've been there and done it. I've seen teams fade. I've seen teams come from nowhere. Today we've lost 3 points. We ain't lost anything else. They've still got a lot of games to play. They're still in a cup competition. Yeah, they might use the resources, but a lot of knocks and niggles, and players try and play through it. It'll be difficult for them to manage. If it all goes well, fair play to them. But they've got a lot to do. I think they've only played 19 league games.
Yes.
So, there's
long way to go, isn't it, for them?
27 league games in 4 months.
Well, Marcus, it's, as I say, Dunstable, it's a Christmas jumper day, I believe.
Yes, Christmas jumper day. They used to tend to wear odd jumpers all year round. So.
There we go. Yeah, that's true. Thank you for coming over and having a chat with us about it.
Okay.
Unlucky, and let's hope we
can
can
bounce back. We've just
bounce back. And, thank you, Marcus. No.